Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on The Bad Guys 2. The Bad Guys Return, starring Sam Rockwell and Craig Robertson as a group of cartoon animals that rob things. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 16 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So the bad guys have gone straight and they are trying to get jobs and be good people, and it's not going well. And then a group of bad girls who have a heist kidnap them and basically, I don't know, they somehow force them into another heist. So they have to perform one last heist or something bad will happen to them, I guess. So they do. And in the end, they still somehow go straight, I guess. I don't know. It just seems like a repeat of the first movie. I'm a big fan of Sam Rockwell, and Craig Robinson's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't know who he voices. I think Sam Rockwell is the wolf, but it's pretty wacky. I mean, the animation is pretty solid, I guess. Not sure exactly what they're doing in this movie in terms of the actual heist. Not sure how the girl bosses fit into this. But I don't care. I'm not going to go see it. That guy looks like Matt Gates, doesn't he? So, yeah. So, wacky cartoon for your kids with the message, yeah, it's really hard to be a good guy. That's not necessarily a bad message. I mean, it's all right. It is hard to be good. It is. It's easy to be bad. So first act, they, in a fantasy sequence or in a flashback sequence, you see them when they were cool. Now it's 5 years later and they're not cool and they're struggling and nothing's going right. But then they get kidnapped by the bad girls who somehow force them into another crime, another heist involving a rocket ship, I guess. I'm not sure how they convince them because they seem to generally want to be good. Maybe they embarrass them, maybe they force them, maybe they convince them it's actually a good thing. But I suspect it's actually a bad thing, and then they discover that too late, and then they have to undo the mess they created and spend the second half of Act 2 trying to get back the MacGuffin that they stole from the girls. And then the third act is they do, and they maybe finally get jobs. Something like that. All right, here's the write-up. Let's see. My God, what a write-up. Half these movies have no write-up, and then look at the write-up for this cartoon. It's like, it's a novel. Here it goes. Everyone's favorite felons are back, and this time they've got company. Check out the Bad Guys 2 trailer for this comedy film sequel. Comedy film sequel cinematic experience. Like what? How many times are you going to say it? From DreamWorks Animation, The Bad Guys 2, now reformed bad guys are trying very, very hard to be good, but instead find themselves hijacked into a high-stakes, globe-trotting heist masterminded by a new team of criminals they never saw coming, the Bad Girls. The Bad Guys 2 stars the original cast led by Academy Award winner Sam Rockwell as Mr. Wolf, SAG Award nominee Mark Maron as a safecracker Mr. Snake. Oh, he's Mr. Snake. SAG Award nominee Craig Robinson is the master of disguise Mr. Shark. Oh, he's the shark. Grammy winner Anthony Ramos as Mr. Piranha, and Emmy winner Aquafina as hacker Ms. Tarantula, a.k.a. Webbs. The returning voice cast is joined by a trio of comedic powerhouses. As the Bad Girls, Oscar nominee Daniel Brooks, The Color Purple, as the Bad Girls leader Kitty Cat, a dangerously clever snow leopard, Oscar nominee Maria Bakalova, Borat subsequent movie film, as Pigtail, the brilliant Bulgarian wild boar engineer, and Emmy nominee comedy icon Natasha Lyonne, Russia doll poker face, as Doom, a wry raven with a knack for deception. There's almost too much information in this thing. From celebrated return director Pierre Parafel and producer Damon Ross, The Bad Guys 2 also features alumni voice talents of Emmy nominee Zazie Beetz as Governor Deanne Foxington, BAFTA winner Richard Ayoade as Professor Marmalade, Emmy winner Alex Borstein, well, that name I recognize, as Police Chief, now Commissioner Misty Luggins, and Lily Singh as sensationalist reporter Tiffany Fluffit. I recognize Lily Singh. How's she still getting work? Bad Guys 2 is based on New York Times best-selling book series by Aaron Blabely. Oh, okay, so maybe this is based on a book that was the sequel to the first book. So probably some kid's book. So, I mean, I think they're overstating the girls in this. It just seems like, oh yeah, here are the guys. They're the leads. Oh, but here's the brilliant female characters. Like, yeah, I mean, doesn't really get into what the actual plot is. Again, it's a cartoon, whatever. But it might be nice to know why these guys are running around like maniacs. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Would I watch it? Nah. I didn't watch the first one. I'd be completely lost. It's for kids, and it doesn't look particularly good or funny. It looks okay. Like, it'd be harmless enough, I guess, with a harmless enough premise. The animation is good. I like the animation. It's very clear, very animated, and seems fun. But I don't. How much longer can you sustain this if they're going good? You could do it in the first one. Obviously, they start out bad and then they become good. But then the second one, well, they're trying to be good and then they end up being bad again. Like, I don't think you could do a third one, but I don't think that will stop Hollywood if this makes money again. Will it? Movies, I don't know what movies are becoming. Maybe they're becoming a thing just to take your kids to at this point. Because, some of the smaller family movies seem to do okay. I'm not sure how much this movie cost. It looks expensive, but that, I think, is deceiving now because the computer stuff is getting more and more sophisticated. But the detail is here. I mean, you just look at the still, you can see a lot of detail in the background. I don't think that's AI. So, I think there's a lot of design that goes into this. And I like the designs. But, yeah, I don't know. This is something, if I watched it, it would have to be on something for free. There's no way I'm paying for this. I'm too old to watch a cartoon like this. It just doesn't, I love cartoons, but it just doesn't look that sophisticated. It looks a little too simple. A little too, the jokes aren't quite landing for me. I get them, but, maybe kids, though. Maybe for a kid audience who hasn't really seen a lot of jokes or cartoons. Yeah, it might be palatable. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on the green site, the orange site, and the black site for more videos today. I will be at the Northfield Flea Market tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that's at the community school at 2000 New Street in Northfield, New Jersey. Hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.